This hypnosis experience is copyrighted by Key God Technology, LLC, your 2019 copyright. This hypnosis file is not to be duplicated and or distributed without express permission from Key God Technology, LLC. Please try out our product, the Hypnosis Key, by going to www.hypnosiskey.com. The Hypnosis Key is a digital package that comes with over 1,000 Hypnosis Mp3 files that are read by a hypnotherapist. The Hypnosis Key is a $20,000 value that we sell for a very low price. Again, go to www.hypnosiskey.com. That is spelled www.hypnosiskey.com. Please enjoy your hypnosis file.
Customers exhibiting side effects of bulimia as a rule have profound situated issues that should be handled before utilizing proposal treatment. Research demonstrates that numerous individuals with this condition have an issue with inclination, controlled frequently by a parent, and the manifestations of bulimia can be an outflow of disdain against that control. There might be a basic intuitive dread that the specialist could likewise attempt to control this new relationship. Consequently, I would prescribe handling this issue in stages. Right off the bat, by utilizing any of the unwinding contents on Hypnotic World that suits your customer's advantages or necessities, to demonstrate that trance is definitely not a controlling situation and that they are in charge. Amid this first session, I would add recommendations to build the customer's trust so as to make her vibe enabled and responsible for their own life. This would not be underlined a lot at this phase, as I trust a delicate methodology is required. On the off chance that your customer gives off an impression of being agreeable to spellbinding, at that point the second session could concentrate on getting to the reason for the issue, utilizing idea motor systems as portrayed in the strategies segment of Hypnotic World. As your customer can pinpoint the reason for her side effects, you would then be able to assist her with seeing the first circumstance in an alternate progressively positive light. Obviously, there may not be one single reason, maybe only an unclear or general sentiment of unease with a relationship or circumstance that ought to have felt less demanding. Expecting that causes have been managed and certainty developed, the accompanying proposals ought to demonstrate valuable. Also, presently, as you start to appreciate these new sentiments about yourself, I wonder how you would feel about enabling these emotions to spread and make a progressively positive mental self-portrait, one in which you feel it is sheltered and agreeable to act naturally to encounter your sentiments in a way that is satisfactory to yourself. We should start by making an extremely exceptionless space for you, and maybe you can start to see this room in your brain, even as you tune into the sound of my voice. What's more, this room can be any way you need it to be, on the grounds that it's your own extraordinary spot. Nobody else can go into this room without your consent. So investigate. You see the superb hues here. The furnishings may be a huge agreeable seat or bed, a window with a lovely view, maybe neglecting a scope of mountains. Also, as you remain there watching out over those mountains, maybe in your mind you can recall some other time in your life when you were loaded up with amazement and marvel as you watched out over an extraordinary view. What's more, on the off chance that you wish for a minute or two, you can extend your psyche out there to that excellent spot in nature, and you can encounter the opportunity from the physical body as you appreciate the regular components. Check out you and notice what a wonderful spot the world truly is. Surrounding you is proof of life, even a solitary piece of sod influencing in the delicate breeze is alive in this magnificent spot. What's more, as you walk around the mountain where you go to a fork in the way and you understand that you have a decision to make. You can either bring the fast way down the dangerous slant or the somewhat disposed one driving further up to that excellent level. You could take the descending incline, the most straightforward way to take, which is the way of proceeding to voraciously consume food and hurl your nourishment trailed by sentiments of self-disturb and envisioning yourself disliked or unsuitable. Or there's the upward slant, which with only a smidgen of exertion will take you to a progressively satisfied inclination, one of self-satisfaction and liking yourself and your identity. I think I know which way you might want to take that. As for what reason you're here today, and every little advance on that upward slope is a colossal advance to triumph and conquering that old issue of yours. presently consider yourself to be having achieved the level with the delightful wild mountain blossoms and all-encompassing perspective, feeling content, adorable, acknowledged and glad, and simply appreciate these brilliant sentiments. As you look at this magnificent view, it jumps out at you: this is every one of the a piece of your reality, and you are likewise an imperative piece of this world. You are the one valuing the excellence of nature, and you feel favored to be here, to have the faculties to see and contact and hear and believe and taste these magnificent emotions through the intensity of your subliminal personality. On the off chance that there was ever a piece of you that felt on edge or uncertain, let that go now and realize that you are at one with the breath of nature, and you reserve each privilege to be here, each privilege to be adored and acknowledged for your identity. I will be calm for a minute or two as your subliminal personality shocks you with the acknowledgement of something you have constantly known, however as of late overlooked that you knew. Respite for roughly 1 moment. Watch for a difference in appearance on your customer's face. Take your consideration back to my voice and wind up back in your uncommon room, feeling somewhat eager and prepared for something to eat. What's more, as you check out, you see a plate on the table. The plate is weighed down with sound, appealing tidbits. As you take a seat, you start to eat only a little at first, and afterward you unwind and recollect that excellent view from the mountain and those great emotions. You end up eating carefully and getting a charge out of little sizable chunks as you relish the flavor of this solid, nutritious sustenance. After your nibble, you stroll over to the mirror on the furthest mass of your room and you analyze your appearance from head to toe. You conclude that you like what you see. You have a solid, sound body. You look well. You feel better. You are cheerful and content with the manner in which that you look. Notice what you are wearing today, how decent those garments look on your wonderful body. You are standing tall and pleased with your identity. The manner in which you look is fine. The manner in which you dress is fine. The manner in which you act and believe are fine. And the manner in which you are is fine. You are a decent and beneficial individual, a one-of-a-kind individual. You adore and regard yourself, and you treat your body with the adoration and regard that it merits. You are an offspring of the universe with each privilege to bliss while you are here. You presently do beneficial things for yourself. You start to appreciate life more, and you make the most of your nourishment, solid, inviting sustenance in little amounts, and when you've had enough to eat, you quit eating and notice an open to feeling in your stomach. This inclination discloses to you that you've had enough. You don't have to upchuck any longer until your brilliant intuitive personality dependably realizes when you've had enough to eat, so you quit eating. You just quit eating and appreciate an exquisite, open to feeling in your belly, a fulfilled, quiet and happy with inclination which stays with you for a long, long time. You feel a profound inward harmony and solace from realizing that you are a piece of this superb universe. You reserve the option to be your identity. Everybody has that privilege, and paying little mind to any outside components, you can be who you need to be. You can think what you need to think, and you can express your necessities in a more beneficial, increasingly healthy way. You perceive that old bulimic conduct as a ruinous, negative inclination over which you once in the past had little control. In any case, all that is changing now, and you acknowledge that you have irrefutably the privilege to be your identity. You adore and acknowledge yourself. You are caring to yourself, and you treat yourself with the affection and regard you merit. You treat others as you might want to be dealt with yourself, and this makes you feel better and makes them feel better. They like themselves and they like you. Nobody has the right to be liable to negative impacts and you are absolutely no exemption to the standard. You are a decent and beneficial individual who has the right to be cheerful. What's more, you are upbeat. You are glad and content and appreciate a profound feeling of internal harmony and serenity. These new, positive, solid emotions will stay with you. They will end up being a lifestyle for you as the progressions happen at a more profound dimension of psyche. In a minute I'm going to tally the numbers from 1 to 5, and at the tally of 5, you'll be wide conscious, completely invigorated and loose, with lovely sentiments moving through your body, quiet and serene musings moving through your brain. So when you are prepared to come back to the without a moment's hesitation, I need you to assemble all these brilliant musings and sentiments to carry back with you as I tally up, and return the whole distance at the tally of 5. 1, 2, 3, returning gradually. 4, feeling as of now brilliantly positive and settled. And 5, eyes open, wide wakeful, personality and body coming back to typicality, feeling completely awesome.